live. We are live. Oh, I didn't close the door. One moment. Awesome. We're here just checking that everything's in order, hoping that everyone can hear me right, because we got our headset fixed. So that's really cool. Obviously, we're rocking the robe. You know, we gotta. Everything's in order, hoping that everyone can hear me right, because we got our headset fixed. Check it that. Inception, but with streams. There we go. We got the stream set up, and we may begin. So obviously, you know the intro. How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yow! And you can see today we are answering all your questions. Yes, we got the questions started. Getting ready to answer. Geez, like all my WhatsApp messages coming in now. But yes, we are going to do the giveaway live today, so you can see who is gonna be winning this thing. Yeah, we're really excited. We're really excited to start this and get this moving and answer some of your questions. Got a whole bunch of 22 comments, eh? 22 comments for questions. So that's wow, guys, you really want to know a lot. So we've got a whole bunch of people here doing the questions, and we obviously have the wheel of names ready for you guys. That's already started. So let us get on with the yeah, let's get on with the questions. I hope you guys ready. Thank you so much, guys, for asking. I see we got some people joining in already. Welcome all to the chat. We're so thankful to have you in the chat. I just hope all my stuff is working properly. I can't even, it's actually not even telling me who's in the chat, but hey, anyway, whatever, we're just we're gonna get moving. I hope the chat is like connected and everything, but you know what, it's cool. Gonna get started for the questions. So we've got a whole list of questions here from everyone. I even commented, replied to one. Thank you, Mr. Ryan Tran. I just want to shout out to you, man, all the way from the USA. Real thanks. I mean, all you guys who are international. I understand you can't get the prizes yet, but really, thank you so much for the support. It's been amazing. Honestly, this is really exciting. We're already at 162 followers. I mean, 164 subscribers, which is really awesome. So that's really exciting. We're really psyched for that. So, woo! So let us get to answering the questions. I would wait for more people to come online, because we are here. Just one moment. People are like, when are you starting? I'm like, I've started. They know I'm starting. But anyway. All right, let's get straight to it. Look, you can even see, you can even hear my WhatsApp is like going off like crazy. All right, let us get straight into the questions. I don't wanna waste time. And you know what? People can watch the video afterwards, so that's okay as well. We don't have to worry too much about that. Hello, Sleepy King Bob. Yes, true fans have arrived early. Thank you, Mr. Sleepy King Bob. The true fans are here. So let us go for the first question. We'll go down. So the first question, as you can see here, is from Mr. Andrew Freer. I know him very well, actually. I actually know a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh community in South Africa, so some of these people probably know. So we'll see. Mr. Andrew Freer asks. Okay, he says, can't wait for regionals. It's going to be epic. Now to build a serious deck. Yes, we are going for those sword souls. You know, everyone knows. I think I've said sword souls way too many times in the time that the sword souls were revealed. I think people are actually tired of me saying sword souls, which is quite funny. I need to stop talking about the sword souls until I can actually play them. Then I'll at least I think people would just get me the cards just to shut me up, to be honest. Anyway, alright, we're gonna go for what is your opinion on crossout designator? Now, I know it's been a new card, and it's like as soon as it came out in the tins, people went crazy about it. And I think it's really I don't think it's as big here as it is in the OCG. OCG has Max C, which is literally a meta-defining hand trap, and having something like Crossout Designator to stop meta-defining hand traps like that, I think is really strong. I think crossout designator may change the ratios at which people will play hand traps. I think as we go along and people have more access to hand traps, especially in South Africa, we're actually going to see a little bit more crossout designators being played. Maybe if they reprint another set like Dual Devastator. If you remember that set, that was like the best set ever that was printed for Yu-Gi-Oh! I think one of the best. But yeah, I think crossout designator is like really I don't think it's as amazing. I think if you're playing like a combo heavy deck or a deck that's really consistent, you can consider playing Crossout Designator because you can play so many hand traps. Like for example, I would say Shadow Invoked, I think has the capacity to play Crossout Designator, but I think you can side it out even. It's not really like a need, but I think it's still pretty good. Like the price drop is justifiable, but I think to drop it to a crazy low price isn't you know staple. I think it's a good card. I don't think everyone's gonna play it. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's broken. I think it's really good. And there are counters to it. Really cheeky counters. If it becomes good, I want it to be good so that cheeky counter can be played. I want to see how that works. Because then you play a counter to the hand trap, and then you play a counter to the counter, which is really cool. What? Oh, oh my god, I forgot to change the stream name. Oh, my dumbass. Oh wait, thank you. I think people think I'm playing Dota or something, right? Let me just change it quickly. Thank you. Let me go to my settings and actually change it. I didn't change it. Let's go to Twitch. We can go to Twitch and edit this. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe my dumbass forgot to do that. Wait, what is it? What is my stream thing? Streaming versus Yugi Manga. No, not today. Answering your questions. There it is. YGO. Yes, I'm changing the stream name. We're not dueling against Yugi Mango today. There we go. Updated. Stream is updated. We can make it a dueling stream as time goes. Hey, I'm sorry, Yugi Mango. We'll have our rematch again. Okay, we'll have it sometime soon. Don't stress. We will have that. So, we answered the question from Mr. Andrew Fear. Over here, we've got the next question from Carlos Skywalker. As you can see over here, let's see. With all the characters you have seen, dealt with, and created in your life, what character do you think fits your personality, and what character do you see yourself having to morph into if you had the ability to do so willingly? All right, so I I think this is more regarding my Dungeons and Dragons channel. If any of you have seen, yes, I need to free up storage space. I understand. If any of you have seen my Dungeons and Dragons channel, it's really cool. I created the whole story, the whole campaign, and I've played quite a couple of characters. I think one of the characters that I've played, I don't know if you guys heard of, is Lethia Manufade. He is basically like a bard, and I think it does embody a little bit of the cockiness that I tend to exude sometimes. And he does things without thinking, and I think that's very much like me. But I think every character that I've made for Dungeons and Dragons is pretty much an extension of myself in some way. Like I've got Zalandar, who's kind of the sly sort of badass side, who's always curious and loves secrets, but he's got like a deep. He knows he's got some sort of deep dark power, and he knows he's powerful. Um, and he can be terrifying. And I think there's a darkness inside him that he fights really well. For example, Lethia Manufade, he just doesn't die. He's annoying. He's charismatic. He's very forward. Um, Razir, I think he's very stern and strong and has the potential to be blunt a lot. Uh, then there is Glace, which is more the 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 unknown side of me that's like very I don't know what to do when I'm in an uncommon space and I'm confused and I'm not pretty much all there. Uh, there's like a whole bunch of different versions of me. I think Leith would probably be the most common denominator. But yes, I think all of them are some sort of extensions of me. So yeah, I think that it's I love all the characters I've made. But anyway, yeah, that's more on the D&D stuff for those of you who are D&D fans. Hey, maybe we can even make Yu-Gi-Oh characters because I don't think they made a character who Hello Chadon 911. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. I see there's a couple more people that are joining. So we are going on with the questions that you guys asked of here. If you guys want, you guys can feel free to actually ask questions in the chat as well. But literally, like it's just anything that you guys ask. Obviously, it's not in the line to win the golden tin because the golden tin has been announced. But you guys feel free to ask because this is obviously just open fun time to get to know who the hell you've been watching on camera for the past couple of months because I've been doing this for quite a while now. It feels like. Wow, I can't believe it's been so long. Hey, I don't even know when I started. Ooh. Oh yes, I think you told me about this, Sleepy King Bob. You made a Yu-Gi-Oh themed D&D character. That's really cool. And you like use and each of the cards are like activated things and summons and spells, I think, or something like that. That's really, really awesome. I like that idea. For those of you who are D&D fans, take Sleepy King Bob's idea. It could be really, really cool. You could make a Kaibo because he's kind of arrogant, and Yugi. I'm sorry, I'm not the best with voices, but well, I guess I'm okay. But I must practice Kaiba's voice. That would be cool. But yes, I mean, hey, you could play tunes. You could play Pegasus and play tunes, or your thing, or your summons are tunes. But anyway, let us go on to the next question. Let's read. This one is from D Zombie Dragon, a follower of the channel. She's been following us for some time, and I've seen her comments a lot. She says. I've got a question for you. What card above all else do you think should be banned or limited, but is still broken or OP, other than Mystic Mind? Because I know how you feel about that one. Yeah. Yugi Mango, hyped for Marcy. Yeah, of course, dude. I'm a Dota fan. I love Dota. So Marcy is sick. I'm not gonna lie. I know this is not going on topic, but Marcy is really, really awesome. Anyway, yeah, I've actually play tested it a little bit. Like I tested it like last night after the power came back because South Africa load shedding power. But yeah, Marcy I think is going to be a good carry. Anyway, moving on to D Zombie Dragon's question. What card do I think should be banned or limited? Uh, okay. I think I have a small list. I personally think Barrier Statue of the Stormwind should be banned. I don't think that card should exist. It's too easy to summon. I know there's other Barrier Statues, but right now Wind is abusing it like crazy and not all decks play Wind. And Fluwanderees are gonna abuse that. I think that card should be banned. I think Nadir's Servant should be limited or semi-limited because it's just being splashed in everything and it's like a +3, +2 on its own. So that's my personal opinion about those kind of cards. I think those cards are like really, really struggle like things that you struggle against. And I think also something about I think something in Drytron needs to get hit because Drytron is pretty consistent, and I think that deck is something to watch out for. So that's another card that I think should be on the lookout for, or another deck that should be on the lookout for the ban list. Those are pretty much all the cards that I think are like a real problem right now. I don't think anything else is crazy. Maybe Revolt to 2. I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy, but I know tri-brigade is still like one of the best decks now. Obviously I was wrong. It's not in top 5. It's like still like 3rd place or something. But yeah, I think it's still those decks are something to watch out for. And those cards, I think, are something that can be hit. Anyway, moving on to the next question. We have, wow, we've got quite a few, we've got some viewers over here actually checking this out, which is nice. Moving on to the next question, we have Mr. Adrian Schober. That's you, I think, right, Sleepy King Bob? I think that's you, if I'm correct. You ask, what decks or deck do you think desperately needs reprints or support? Hyped about the DD support in Battle of Chaos. Yes, a lot of the people are hyped about the DD support. A lot of people are so keen for that because that deck was. I know. I remember. I think There was a time where DD, I can't answer this phone call now. There was a time where DDD had like this what's it, the sort of so the structure deck came out. Sorry, the phone call. The structure deck came out, and when it came out, there was a small window where the deck was meta, and I think this was just before Zodiac came out. I'm not 100% sure, or it must have been when Monarchs came out. Sorry, I gotta respond to this, because otherwise, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think it was just before Zoos came out, Zodiacs, I'm not sure. But it had like a small time where it was meta, and then it just disappeared completely, which was kind of ridiculous, which was kind of sad because it had so much potential. And it was it was a really, really good deck, and it just like it didn't go anywhere. And now to see it actually coming back is really nice. But anyway, to the question, what deck do I think desperately needs reprints or support? Yang Zing. I want Yang Zing to have. I want them. Okay, they don't need support. They need Ding Long back, but then they also need something that you don't lose if your Zhao 2 gets ashed or impermed. So I think that's something I would like to happen. Um, but decks that properly need more support, I would like to see Gate Guardian get a little bit of a boost. I want to see them make a Gate Guardian archetype. I think that's really, really cool. Um, because a lot of the decks now I think are actually still viable. Like even in this meta, a lot of the decks currently are really, really viable and really, really good, just like even on their own. And a lot of hand traps and draw power makes up for like what it could be. So I think a lot of them have the the power. I want Gishki to get a little bit more support, but the thing is Drytron kind of support them. So like I wanted that support for a long time, but then they didn't need it. I wish Dragon Rulers could come back because I never got the chance to play them. But yeah, I think there's like a few things here and there, but I don't think there's anything major. Um, I haven't. I don't think I've found love for any of the crazy rogue decks lately. I know Altergeist is getting more support. If you look in my video that's coming up, there's apparently more Altergeist support coming up soon. So that's really, really exciting. But Altergeist always needs support. Duh. Psh. But yes, Yang Zing mostly. Alright, moving on to the next question that we have. If we look, oh, it looks like someone actually commented on the video. Unfortunately, I understand, but the prize has already been dealt out for the person who just commented. But don't worry, you will make it to we will put you on in the next video. We'll see what happens. So we're going for Mr. Adrian Smith. Mr. Adrian Smith is asking, considering the price of Sword Souls, do you really feel they're going to be that much of a threat at regionals? Now, I don't think they will be played as much at regionals. I think you'll probably find one player, me, hopefully, because I want to build the deck by then, but I don't think they'll be as much of a threat. Fluunderies, possibly, because from what I've seen, they're quite affordable to build. So Fluunderies I think we'll definitely see at regionals, but Sword Soul will probably only see one or two decks, so I don't think it will be that much of a threat. I don't think it's worth actually siding to try beat them because of like it not being as big in that time. So yeah, I think that's something to note is that like as much as it's going to be one of the best decks of the next format, I don't think it's going to be as amazing. So thank you for that, Adrian Smith. That's one good to note. Speaking of which, we are having regionals on the 20th. I'm not 100% sure where it's going to be. I think it might be at Nexus, at the Nexus Hub, but I'm not 100% sure, so we're going to have to check on that. Anyway, moving on to the next question. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. It's either Daima George or Daima George. Apologies for my pronunciation of it. So it says, so as a South African Yu-Gi-Oh player, how do you buy cards online from overseas? Because I bought a few cards and then they caught them at customs and people say it could take months. Surely there is a better way. Yeah, that's one problem as a South African player is that getting cards from overseas is really, really tough. But one thing that I think works is usually get them from like trusted sites. Like I know it's a bit expensive, but Troll and Toad is really good. I've ordered cards from there before, and I've always gotten them on time, or like not on time, but like I've always gotten them like in a reasonable time frame. Um, Sometimes TCG player. A lot of the times, what people actually do is there's a lot of people in South Africa who actually get groups together. So if you look for Flex Gaming SA, I know he does it. I think Pranesh does it. There's a couple of players who actually do it, and they actually order as a group. So when you order as a group, it's more likely to come here. So you can just send in your payment, and then you have to pay. You don't have to pay as much shipping. So I think do speak to a couple of people about the ordering of cards, because that's one thing that I think will be a lot easier if you group up with a couple of people and do that. Sorry about that. I'm suddenly getting like messages galore here. Anyway, I like how people decide to message me when I go live, right? Out of all times, they choose now. But anyway, um, so, going on to the next question, we have Mr. Raymond Kayembe, who asks, "Great video, thanks for the opportunity to ask the question." You're very welcome, Mr. Raymond. Geist reprint confirmed. Yes, Mr. Rav. Oh, is it really confirmed? Is it really confirmed? Are you serious? Okay. Hold on, let me get a message. I'm live on Twitch. I can't play a game now. These people. Okay. Uh, Great video. Thanks for the opportunity to ask this question. Who, in your opinion, is South Africa's greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player or has the potential to become South Africa's greatest? Uh, ooh, Zodiac? No way. Okay, sorry. I just want to check this while we're here. Zodiac Duelist. What is this? What is this? Where is this? What are you talking about? Is this in the new sets? No way. Okay. Okay. Got Frankit stuff. Malusik's got a reprint. Okay, it's a reprint, so that's fine. It's just oh! Part of Extravagance is a reprint! Sorry, I don't wait, what? This is so cool! No way! Okay, this is what? What is this? Oh my word, they got new wow, okay. They've got new Numeron stuff. Okay, they've got new dinosaur stuff that's been reprinted. Mystic Mine! Mystic Mine is getting a reprint? What? What is this? No way! And we got Red Eyes Black Dragon as a reprint. We got Rosé. We've got IP. We've got Plasma reprint. We've got Raigeki reprint. Twin Twister is a reprint. UCT. What is this? What is this set? Marionetta. Guys, players are gonna go mad for this. Look at that. There's the Lambda over there. That's a reprint. That's really cool. No way. Gamma is a reprint in gold. What is going on? What the hell's going on? What is this? What on earth is this? Guys, explain. America, explain. I don't understand. Wait. Is there more? Is there more? Okay. Yeah, but it's reprints. It's not new prints. There's supposed to be new cards. That's why we want... Okay, Libra. I think we saw the Libra. The Malusik, yes. Malusik and Marionetta are like needed reprints. I don't know about the Faker if there's gonna be. I like how everything is just like so blurry. Okay. Prime Mathmech, they've got the XE. I don't see anything else new though. I'm seeing like the same thing over and over. Yeah, there's no new. So there's reprints. Oh, excuse me. But I don't think I see new stuff. But at least more people will be able to play Geist. So that's really cool. I like the rescue cat. It's so cool. Okay, anyway, so moving back to the video. Sorry about that distraction. We had to see that. Moving back to the video, going back to Raymond's question about who, in your opinion, is South Africa's greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player or has the potential to become South Africa's greatest. Now, I don't think there's one. I think there are a couple of noteworthy players that are actually getting up there. I'm actually not going to mention any names because I don't want to put other people down of who is not making it so far. But I think there's a list of people that like when you play against and you sit across them from the table, they're scary. Like you know against this person, if I misplay, I lose. You can't afford to misplay against people because you know what people will make mistakes and stuff. I think there's some people who have gotten better and respect to them. I think there's a lot of new players who are coming in as well who are learning the game quite quickly as well, which is really really cool to see. Um, and I don't know what your guys' opinions of me are. I haven't seen, I don't know what my level of prowess in the Yu-Gi-Oh community for being good in the game is. But like, it's really cool to see that there's actually quite a couple of people. I know in Joburg from being here, there are quite a couple of people that are quite competitive. I haven't seen Cape Town as much. I used to play there and I knew who was good over there, but I haven't been there in a while, so I'm not sure who actually the top players are there. Because remember, there's also a difference between being a good player and having the best cards. Because sometimes a guy that can have like the best tier one deck will beat a good player just simply because they don't have the best cards, which is kind of scary at times. So like you could literally be a really skilled player, and just because you don't have a really good deck, you don't win all the time, and that's something you got to watch out for. Dragon Maid's D-Link and is scary and cool and Saltergeist. Yes, I love my Saltergeist. We know this. Okay, so there we got that's the answer for your question, Mr. Raymond. I know there's a lot of people that have been doing well that I do have my eye on, but I'm not going to mention them all on here. The next one is from Mr. Ibel and Marcus Sebego. And and the answer is, or the question is, okay, hear me out. So, you find the partner of your dreams, oh God, and you intend to get married. On the day of the wedding, you request a ceremonial duel to get the marriage started, right? But they pull out a Mystic Mine deck. Do you call off the wedding? Do you call off the wedding, chat? Do you call off the wedding if they play Mystic Mine? No, you know what I would do? Look, if this is a person I've been with for ages and they become the love of my life, I will teach them to do better. I will stop them from playing Mystic Mine. It's a Mystic Mine mirror match. Yeah, we be cancerous together. We be toxic together. That's a terribly Mystic. Wow. But no, I would teach them to do better, and I would tell them to play something better. I mean, even if they play Mystic Mine, I'm gonna beat them because guys beat Mystic Mine like it's like 80% of the time. So no, I will not call off the wedding. I will not stop the wedding. However, however, we will teach them to do better and not play Mystic Mine, and we'll hand them something that's much more likable and enjoyable, and show them the joys of actually being able to combo off instead of drawing every turn. So yes, there is that. But thank you. Honestly, great question, Mr. Marcus. That's a really really good. Okay. Going on to the next question. Oh, another question from Mr. Carlos Skywalker. If you had it your way, what would be the 5 things you'll do to make your country better and special in your own way? Ooh, answering the real stuff here, right, guys? Am I right? So I think at least try find some way to give us constant electricity so we can uh do cops to get out of tickets easy. Yes, I give you that. Everything will be settled with Yu-Gi-Oh duels, and that's how we do it. You get out of tickets with Yu-Gi-Oh duels, and you have to pay with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This is or bank cards have to have the Yu-Gi-Oh. This where's this thing? It has to have this thing at the back. Let me get it. I need to get it from a card. It has to have this thing at the back. Or the bank cards, they need to have this at the back. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. 5D is IRL. ESCOM got sent to the Shadow Realm. World peace equals achieved. I think all ESCOM players should play Thunder Dragon because at least they would have some sort of power. Um. Anyway, I do world peace achieved. I do think we should at least if we could find a way to get constant electricity and have better services in that department. I think service delivery is really slow in this country, and I think it could be better. Um, I don't know if this is coming from me, but I think I don't know if this is from personal experience. Maybe other people have experienced differently. But I think one thing that's really nice about it is that the LGBTQ plus community in South Africa has actually been treated a lot better than I've seen in other countries. I think we were one of the first countries to legalize gay marriage, but I think one of the things is that South Africa was built on a country of a history filled with racism, and I think even though it's still a struggle, I think a lot of people nowadays have actually had that mindset of we're happy and we're equal together. Yes, there's still some people who haven't, but I've noticed, at least in my generation, there isn't as much racism as there was. I don't know if I'm not seeing it, correct me if I'm wrong, but me personally and my peers around me, at least the people I know, will not slip into that essence of it, which I'm really like proud of from this country, and I love the diversity. But yeah, the one thing is that at least create some sort of equal opportunity in South Africa. One for like people of different races, and also obviously the electricity thing. And then also I think if we had more opportunity, one thing that's I think really wrong is that South Africa actually has this thing of like, oh, you're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be a businessman, and I think South Africa underestimates that there's way more careers out there. And I don't think they realize that literally, like, you can make a career out of almost anything these days, and it can be supported. I mean, if you look at, let's just say, I know this is because obviously you can see on the side here, Dota 2, the last team that the Team Spirit won TI 10 this year, and literally Vladimir Putin, because they're from Russia, congratulated them personally. And I think Russia, like like for example, compared to South Africa, we wouldn't have a government or any sort of faculty that actually promotes gaming in South Africa as much as that. And I think it's a real missed opportunity because I think there's so many avenues that South Africa could be good with, and we aren't. And it's just because we aren't pushing it enough because we're so stuck in this tradition of you have to be a doc, or like the only jobs are doctor, lawyer, working in retail, working as a businessman, that kind of thing. And literally, that's all people do. When you hear what you're gonna study, the only like literally when I was in high school, the only three people that came are like to tell us about university are the people that say you can be a lawyer, or you can come be a doctor, or you can actually come and study computers. Like literally, those were the only three things that they spoke about in our university. Yeah, I understand that's like a more stable thing and more sustainable. But if you work hard enough at your dreams, like for me, I'm doing this. This is something that I love, and I'm doing this, and this is what I want to do. And it's gaming, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, it's talking to people. I love this kind of stuff, and I want to make something out of it. And I know it's going to take a long time to build it, but that's what you work towards. And I think that's what South Africa misses is that there's so much more opportunity to get other career paths that some people have not even seen before. Back in my hometown, I would have never thought of doing something like this. I would have never thought of gaming as something you can go into. I would have never thought of creating your own stuff like that. But like now I can see it as something that I could be doing forever because I love it. I mean, look PewDiePie made it. I mean, we all talk about PewDiePie. Look how far he got. But yeah, that's three so far. I think the fourth thing. What would it be for the fourth thing? I think also this is a tough one actually. It's a really tough question to ask. I think accessibility. A lot of we don't have accessibility to certain things, like especially technologically. A lot like Wi-Fi only like started becoming a big thing in South Africa like quite recently. I know it feels weird, but like only a lot of households started getting Wi-Fi recently. And I remember when I left home, my parents didn't even have Wi-Fi when I was in grade 12. and one of the my parents only got Wi-Fi after I think my first or second year of university because I told them, look, cancel your DSTV, get Wi-Fi, it's so much better. And literally, ever since then, they can't live without it, you know, that kind of thing. And I think it's literally the slow progression that we're having, and we need to, I think we need to find a way to be open to more things. And I think also, I think if we can find more job opportunities for people, because in South Africa, one big thing is unemployment. So that's something else we can look out for that I think can be monitored better. But yeah, that's what I hope for a better South Africa. That's the political side of Frisby Moonsong right there, my opinion. I'm not really a politically minded person, but I guess that's what I think. So yes, thank you, Mr. Carlos Skywalker, for that question. Moving on to the next question, we have Mr. Kafir Shakes. What is your favorite format and favorite set? Also interested in why. So, um, I loved I think it was Eternal format when Sky Striker when the meta decks were Sky Striker, Goki, I don't know if Goki was still meta after Gunblood Dragon was hit, of course. Sky Striker, Thunder Dragon, Salamangreat, and Orcust. That was a really cool format, I must admit, because there were so many decks you could choose from that were really good. And Altergeist was actually still up there. Altergeist has been like soaring just under the radar the whole time, and that was the time where I actually won a lot of my tournaments. But one format that I really really miss was what's it now? Uh, it was just before Lynx, when a zoo format, but I think it was just before zoo like was completely out of control because I used to play Yangzing Metal Foes and I honestly missed that deck. So that's one format that like I really hope does come back. And also my favorite set was Duel Devastator. I think Duel Devastator was the best set um, that like ever came out in Yu-Gi-Oh since I've been playing from like the end of 2015, because literally it brought out so many staples and it was guaranteed. Like you got one of every single hand trap, everyone had access to Ash, and the price was fine because you literally got every card you needed. And I think even if that set had to be reprinted now, people would go bonkers for it because it's literally such a good set. I think that that was the best set so far ever printed in Yu-Gi-Oh from my personal thing. Okay, moving on to the next question. We have the Blue Exorcist. He says, finally got my stuff, my sleeves and my cards. Busy working on my Cyberdark deck. Good for you, sir. Cyberdark is actually really, really good. I like it. Any thoughts on the Cyberdark deck? Okay, so if it's Cyberdark specifically, I don't think they're as amazing at the moment. Maybe if you mix them with Cyber Dragons, I think the Cyber Strike structure deck is really good in terms of it helps support Cyber Dragons really, really nicely and gives people access to some of the cards. Some of the cards in the Cyber Strike structure deck, really, wow, try say that 3 times fast, really actually help with the amalgamation of the decks and actually push out support for Cyber Dragons more and cards that people didn't have access to like Naxta and stuff like that. I don't think Cyber Dark is as strong at the moment. I think it's maybe just a rogue fun deck that you can play, but Cyber Dragon I think got a nice little boost and nice aid for those who weren't able to get the cards. So that's something really really nice. I like it. There's still people here watching and listening. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna see. Yeah, it was you, Traden, who just commented, if I remember correctly. Okay, now moving on to the next question, we have Mr. Byron Gila. I don't know if you're here, Mr. Byron Gila. I know you're at work currently, and you said you were a bit busy. But Mr. Byron Gila asks, if you had to choose a Yu-Gi-Oh card that would describe you, what would it be? Baxia. Like Baxia is my it's my card. Okay, maybe Malusi because I'm a little annoying shit. But but Baxia is literally it's Yang Zings on my cards, and Baxia literally like it's got one of the best removals. It's really really cool. It works with all the attributes: Earth, Fire, Air, Water, Dark Light. I love decks that do that. I guess you saying if I had to choose a Yu-Gi-Oh card that would describe me, but I think Baxia really like is the card that is close to my heart in Yu-Gi-Oh. It would be, I guess you would say, my spirit card, like my ace monster. That's why I'm really excited for Sword Soul, because it's kind of, I mean, it's on one of my main mats, so it's really, really cool. And yeah, it's just one of the cards I find awesome. So yeah, it's thank you so much for that question, Mr. Barranquilla. I think everyone would love to answer that question. Like everyone has their own spirit card, so to speak, or soul card. I don't know. I think that's what you can call it. But anyway, we have again Mr. Carlos Skywalker asking if you had to change one thing about yourself, what would it be and why? Um, I want to be rich. I want to be rich, but no. So seriously, um, I think I don't know really because a lot of I think I'm really happy at the moment. Like there's a lot of stuff around me I wish would change or my situation, but me as a person, I think I'm really happy with myself because I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have the friends I have today. I wouldn't be able to go to the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments I have today. Yeah, there would be. I'm upset. Sometimes you get upset about situations around you, like not having electricity for like 12 hours of the day. But it's also other things like I mean, I guess you want to find the love of your life, you want to get money, you want to, those are all the kind of things everyone loves, and everyone's unhappy about some part of their situation. But I think about myself personally, um I think maybe it would be the tendency to be less selfish, because naturally I tend to be a selfish person, and I sometimes, because of that, I think I also sometimes don't second. I don't. I don't think before I speak, and maybe sometimes I wish I did that more often. So yes, that's probably something I would personally change about myself if we had to get down to it. On to the next one. We have Mr. Dalen Naidu. Hello, Mr. Moonsong. Hello, Mr. Dalen. How do you feel about regionals and how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you, Mr. Dalen. I'm actually really in a good mood. I just need something to drink, to be honest. But but I'm in a real good mood. I'm having a really good day. I'm really, really excited. So yeah, let's about the regionals, I'm excited as well because I want to play Sword Soul in it. So it might be finally a regional where I don't play Alter Guys for a long time. So yes, I'm really psyched for that. But other than that, I'm doing really good. I'm just thirsty as hell. And it's Friday again. Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday again. And Saturday, Sunday. I wish I could play that song, but I don't know if I don't know if YouTube would actually get me in trouble for that. Okay, but I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a break, gonna get something to drink. Please stay here. We will continue with the rest of the questions as we go moving with Chaden Funfurin, and then you guys will also get the answers. It will just be like a 2 second, a minute break just to pour myself a drink because I'm dying of thirst. Thank you, Mr. Dalen, for that, by the way. Right, we have returned. Quick party before he comes back. Too late! I am back! I am back and I have my drink. Coke. Yes, lovely. No, this is not sponsored, but it could be. Ah. Oh, that was a terrible sip. That's disgusting. I'm a disgusting human being. Any who's it. Moving on with the questions. I like how we've lost some people while we were here. But moving on with some of the questions. Also, remember, feel free to ask some questions in the chat as you are here. Anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, anything about me, whatever you would like to know. This is obviously, yeah, lost but not forgotten. You'll always be here in memory. But anything you would like to know, I obviously you can use this time to answer, and this will go up on my YouTube. The entire stream will go up, so anything I say will be forever implanted into the memory of everyone's minds, and the evidence will be there. Okay, so this was the new question that was just asked now from Mr. Chaden Van Vuren. Do you think they should ban Dragoon or Verte? No. I don't think they should ban Dragoon or Verte. Uh, I think Verte is really good for fusion support decks, the same way Crystron Needle Fiber or Crystron Hulk Fibrax is good for synchro decks. I feel like if you ban Verte, you have an excuse to ban Crystron Hulk Fibrax. And yes, Dragoon is really good, but usually by the time someone's made a Dragoon and you've outed it, it's actually really Dragoon is strong. I'm not gonna lie, Dragoon is strong, and I should know. Um, uh, Yuki, do you know this enchanted mag? 'Twas me all along. He transformed. Anyway, yeah, I should know that Dragoon is strong, because I play Altergeist. Altergeist's worst nightmare is the Dragoon. But I think it's still, as much as it can kill a board, I think it's still a fair card because it still forces you to play two bricks in a deck. And how many people have you seen complain that, oh, I drew Dark Magician and Red Eyes? You know, I mean, it's annoying as hell in Guru Control, yes, I will admit. But I think still, uh, it's still some decks are. I think what Konami is gonna do is they're gonna make easier ways to out Dragoon. I think they're gonna get more cards that have more options to out Dragoon. Um, yeah, it's just easy to summon. Dragoon is easy to summon if you play Verta, but I mean, at the same time, it's hard to explain. I just don't think it should be let go. I think hitting Verta is like hitting fusion decks too strongly, and I think the fact that people are missing out on the fact that you can actually send a polymerization from your deck to your grave to actually fusion summon, which would be nice. I mean, if you want to hit Dragoon, sure, hit Dragoon, but don't kill Verta because of it. Don't kill Verta because the problem card is Dragoon, if you know what I'm saying. Um, I think because I mean, if Dragoon wasn't around, I don't think anyone would excuse me. Well, I don't think anyone would actually care about Verta. Like literally, Verta is not a problem. Verta is the access to a problem, and yes, Dragoon can pop two cards and do a negate and cannot leave the board. But I don't think it's that much of an issue. Um, yeah, but personally, I don't think any of them should be banned, and that's coming from an Altergeist player, so yes. Uh, and usually people play one anyway, and you're out when it's done. Anyway, moving on, we have Mr. Enchanted Mango, who has evolved into a Yu-Gi-Oh Mango. Yugi Mango, sorry. We have Mr. Enchanted Mango saying, who is your favorite Sky Striker Link monster? Wow, the waifu obsession is real. The waifu obsession is real. Okay, let us go through all the Sky Striker Link monsters. I know all of them, but this is just for all you guys. So we've got Kaina Hayate, we've got Zeke, we've got Shizuku, we've got also what's the other one? Kagare, and I don't think there's more. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's all of them. Zeke, Kaina, yeah, Zeke, Kaina, Kagare, Hayate, and Shizuku. I think my favorite one personally, because of the type of decks that I like, and because I think this is my favorite attribute, is Shizuku. I think Shizuku is really cool. It's the most consistent one because it gets you a search in the end phase, reduces attack. I think it's one of the best. and I think it's my favorite. So there you go. That's my favorite one, and it's water, of course. So yes, Shizuku is for me. Shizuku is Bay, and look, I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. So yeah, of course Shizuku. What do you guys think? Shizuku? Do we vote Shizuku, chat? Do we vote Shizuku as the best Link monster for Sky Striker? Yeah. Oh, Gaikashi says nah. What the Gaikashi's what do you suggest? What do you suggest? We have Kagari. We've got the alternate art of Kagari. Oh, oh, we're going for Kagari. Okay, we got some Kagari fans. All right, I see. Eh, this chat is in disarray. I'm going to cause a riot here. All right, so we got two votes for Shizuku and two votes for Kagari. So it's on an even playing field, which is really nice. So there you go. Waifu war, here we go. Ah, we all know dragon maids are the best waifus. Anyway, uh, I'm gonna get killed for that comment. Okay, moving on to the moving on. Reported. Moving on to the next question. Did you watch the anime, and if so, which is your favorite series? I watched the original series. I watched Zexal. I watched some of 5Ds, and I watched Vrains. Vrains is cool because it's got Altergeist, so, but it's not my favorite. I love the original. I think the originals were my favorite because that's where we started. One that I do want to watch though is Arc V. I've heard Arc V is so amazing. I've heard it's so good. I just haven't watched it yet, but I would love to watch it, and I feel like that may be my favorite if when I do watch it. But for now, it's obviously the original series because that's where we all started, and that's what got us into it. So yeah, I've heard. Yeah, me too, Mr. Yugi Mango. Like Arc V is just become the series of all series to watch. I don't want to spoil too much about it because I've already heard all the spoilers, but it's really good. Even just for like an anime itself is just really amazing. Because I've really started getting into anime. I've actually watched Konosuba lately, so that's really cool. And moving on to the next question, Carlos Skywalker again. Another question from Mr. Carlos Skywalker. Wow, he's helping us out with the questions here. I love it. So, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years, or what do you see yourself in 5 years doing? It's time to do Believe in the Heart of the Cards. Yugi activates bullshit mode. Yes, exactly. Yugi cheats. That's the only thing I don't like about the original series. Yugi cheats. But yeah, 5Ds is really good as well. Besides from the gimmicky motorbike doors. Agreed. I haven't watched all of 5Ds though. I probably should, but I haven't. But yeah. So what do I see myself doing? I see myself doing this. I actually want to do. I would love to do this full time. Full time. Um, I love like interacting with people online. I love creating. I would love to make a movie. I'd love to be a voice. I would love to be a voice actor for a really cool animation or game, like a big like gaming series like Final Fantasy, because that's my favorite. Like Final Fantasy X is Bay. That's like my heart and soul of games. Um, yeah, I would love to be literally a voice actor for things. That's what I would love to do. Hopefully I want my channels to get famous. Um, I want the heart of the cards for forcing me to pull 5 pieces of Exodia out of my pocket. Have you seen my game? No, I have not seen your game yet, Mr. Yugi Mango. You must show it to me. Um, Dawn of the Ultima. I'll check out Dawn of the Ultima. I'll check that out. If it's anything like Final Fantasy X or the Lord of the Rings Third Age, I also love the Lord of the Rings. Like that was amazing. I know there's a TV series coming up for it. It's been talked about a while. I would love to play something in that. I just want to be an actor. Hello, Mr. Jinjayami. Welcome to the chat. So like I would love to just be like an actor, voice actor or normal actor in something fantasy. Like that would be the dream for me. At least make enough to earn a living. And obviously, in 5 years, I would like to find the person of my dreams. Everyone would, Everyone would like to find love. I'm a softie at heart. Oh, but yes. Oh, and I want to have at least gone to Worlds and done really well. Like I want to go to like Worlds. Like I want to win a WCQ and go from there. You know, that kind of thing. That's what I would love to do. That would be like, whew. And to get famous with this, like this YouTube thing and the Dungeons and Dragons campaign, I would, yeah, Final Fantasy movie starring me. Yes, thank you. But yes, just to get like famous with this, you know, this would like be a feels good for me. It would be so amazing. Then moving on. Thank you so much, Carlos Skywalker, for that question. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have strong feelings towards what we want to do. Moving on to what is from Mr. Golem. What is my favorite card of all time? Hmm. I think I've said it. Baxia. Brightness of the Yangzing. Yeah, you know what? We even show it. Here we go. Let's even show it. Baxia. Brightness. There it is. Not brightness. Yo, the brightness, exe. The brightness of Baxia, my brew, in South Africa. There we go. Baxia. Brightness. Look how gorgeous he looks, right? Look at that. There we go. Baxia, the brightness of the Yangzing. My favorite card. Favorite deck. So awesome. I love this deck. Like, heart and soul. I cannot even talk enough about how much I love it. I want it in max rarity and everything. It's really really cool. I want meta for it. I want Chao Feng to also be printed in ulti because all of them are ulti except Chao Feng. Really really cool. That's my favorite card. Overall, Baxia has won me so many games. Anyway, moving on. Also, we love Altergeists. Uh, Mr. Malusik is our bay. Also, Faker is our bay. But this is what we're getting soon. We're hoping for this, and we're hoping for this. Let me get to it. We want this. We want this, baby. This is the new one that we want. We want to see that. Come on! Look at that. It was given to them like so long ago and in OCG, and we still haven't gotten it yet. It's so frustrating. Anyway, moving back to oh, what's Zodiac? Have they added more like things? Like what's gonna be seen? No. Okay. We're seeing people's faces. Anyway, uh, going on to the final question that is on our list. Uh, yeah, it will be sad. Anyway, do you think at Ingens will appear at a regional? I do not think at Ingens will appear at the regionals because there is no such deck. However, I do believe that at Ignister will be at the regionals because it is really good deck. I think it's really amazing. I've seen it being played a little bit more. The field spell is godlike. And I'm surprised not more people are playing it because you can just like run your normal ad Ignista engine and then you play like hand traps galore. It's a really good deck, really consistent, and the Link 6 is just insanely powerful. I think that's something to like look out for, you know, and it's a deck that's really going to be good. So yes, I do think we will see it at the regionals, and I do think Mr. Jinjayami that you should play at Ignista at the regionals so we do see it there. I think that's a good idea because it's Cyverse, and I know you're a Cyverse fan because I know you love Cyverse from previous comments we've been in. But anyway, moving on. Moving on. Thank you so much, everyone who posted your questions. I really appreciate it. Thank you, you guys, for everything you do for me. Please keep a heads up because this evening, what we're going to be doing is we are doing a live Halloween themed D&D D&D thing. So it's a D&D campaign, but it's a one shot and it's live. So that's really exciting. So anyone, please tell your friends and family to come check it out if you can excuse the swearing and stuff. But come check it out. It's really exciting. We're going to be doing that, and I hope you guys will really enjoy it. So you can come see me maybe playing a different character, which will be really cool. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us on this live show. For those of you who are watching from YouTube, thank you so much for watching this video. Really appreciate all that you guys do for me, and I love everything. I'm being hunted by Jason for years. I have no idea who that is. Sorry, Ginger. Yeah, me. But anyway, yeah, I really appreciate everything. As soo- and soon, guys, we'll be doing a Dota collab stream. Yeah, duh, of course. Yugi Mango and I will be doing a Dota collab stream. But yes, thank you so much, guys. This will obviously be on the YouTube channel, so you guys are watching from there. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for all the support. Please help us to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year. We're hoping we've just got 136 subscribers to go. It's a lot, but maybe we can do it. But thank you so much for watching. And from me, Frisby Moonsong, I will see you guys in the next one. And thank you all who watched the live stream. I'll see you guys later. Cheers, guys. Yow! Oh, and good luck for the bird tournament tomorrow.